is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Good morning. This one, right? Yep. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. It is February
19th.
February 19th. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. We are stacked today. Sallie's here. I'm here. Andy Squared is here, as you see. Andy right there.
We got
there
Friender.
Andrew.
Friender in the house.
Andrew Friender.
Oh, here I am.
And, of course, the one and only Dr. Kent Pichelle is here as well. We're all here. We're all hanging with you. We thank you guys for joining us today. govsradio.com is the website. That's where you can see our show. It's live there right now. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube under the name Govs Comedy Club Radio. We are coming off Facebook. Just a few more weeks, folks. Telling you now. We're coming off Facebook. govsradio.com will be the place to find our shows. So thanks for tuning in this morning. govsradio.com is the website. You saw the Teespring commercial. Please order yourself some Govs Radio swag. Please order yourself some Govs Radio swag. Send us a picture of yourself with your Govs Radio swag. Send it to us, and we'll post and we'll get you some free passes to Governor's Comedy Club when the club opens. When the club opens back up, go to govs.com. That is the website for the club. Ken Pichelle is going to do the ads right now. See a nice big close up of his handsome hairy face. You're on, pal.
Why do I get like the biggest close up of the entire show?
Sorry, I thought he was going to take it off. Not as close, just the ads.
Yeah. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the air's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. Okay, the rest of the ads are going to get read like this if my head doesn't fit in the screen. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show was also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body is a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. Two Eagles Auto Body is constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Kangemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Kangemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your
Head spin.
Man, that was an epically large head spin. Great participation, everyone. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, where they offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salads, sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook, and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, Andy? What will they plan?
Not an actual murder.
It is rather comedic, but you plan the party and they will plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the family, the fun, and the felony, the high school reunion, and the whacked family reunion, a lethal luau. Knockem Dead Comedy will provide a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Andy, Sallie, Tony. I'm all done reading.
Thank you, Ken.
All right, but let's get right into this, Ken Pichelle. What is going on? Why aren't you happy with the close-up of your face?
Yeah, who hurt you?
I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
there.
Well, here's how it started. Andy was going in for a close-up shot on his mouth and tongue. So I was trying to get that, and the second I had it and I sent it over,
She's trying to get
show,
Andy's mouth and tongue.
I was trying to get Andy's mouth and tongue.
It's just another Friday for Sallie.
Then you spoke, and it zoomed on your face.
But what's wrong with that? You make it sound like it's a bad thing. You're covering your face. We have people like Todd Greenstein who actually said he's tuning in just to see you.
To see your left
and you're
nostril.
covering your face, like, you know. And I like his demand too. If you don't take this close up off my face, I'm going to just show you this picture, and then I'm going to call my union rep, and we're signing contracts, and I want a raise.
And then he follows it with, I have spoken.
Ken, I
Gotta
love
double
those.
your salary, Ken.
I love those headphones. It looks like you're navigating planes.
Like he's in a cockpit
off
of
the
a
runway, yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
Fighter plane.
He's playing Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto as soon as he's
We
done.
all
here.
look like we work at an airport.
It's a
Security,
kid,
we have a friendier.
it's a kid suggested gaming headset. I think I may have said this before, but the logic that came from the college age kid was, Dad, how many times are you going to buy a crappy $15 set of headphones before you just buy a good set? So
Yeah.
we went to the good set that day.
It's true. It's true. Like sometimes, like even like as a kid, I would buy you spend like $20 more on a hairdryer and it lasts you 10 years instead of once a year.
I was like that with harmonicas at Pathmark. You'd always get like the 50-cent harmonica.
Do harmonicas break?
Oh yeah.
Do they really? What do they do?
Well, I mean, if you are kind of blowing on it as hard as I do.
Should Andy and I leave the room here, Sal? Now, do you blow on that thing while wearing your kilt?
In the kilt, the harmonica. I've bent a couple.
Do you understand? So, yeah, if you're blowing that harmonica with a kilt, all you have to do at that point is chop off a limb, and you're
Yeah,
like
just
the perfect guy for
simple
Sally.
amputation.
By the way, harmonica is one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
That shows a lot of balls.
The kilts.
Playing that in the kilt, yeah.
All right, so here's our other thing going on here today. We have Andrew Fremder in the studio with us, so there is no way to just filter. It's just we don't have the option of just reading a comment and just ignoring it, or just maybe a quick acknowledgement. He's here, man. He's here. Who knows where this is going to go?
So far, he's 1 for 1 though. That was funny.
You like that
Showing
one?
balls in the
Oh,
kilt.
all right.
Prepare to be just disappointed. And you
That was 1 for 1.
if I'm allowed 3
Now you get
comments
4 because that was a good one.
You are allowed to ask me 3 questions, like Ken said the other day, and they have to be good.
3 questions.
3
All right.
questions, yes.
You got it. I have more, but okay.
And I
There's a lot of questions surrounding Fremder. It can't be limited to 3.
and keep in mind, Sally, this is the
I
man.
had 3 as I walked in from my car.
This is the man who was more disappointed than anybody that you shot down the joke of the day thing.
Oh yeah,
so-
yeah, and I couldn't even just like nicely shoot it down. Like I had to kick people right in the face.
I felt that kick.
It was an ass-kicking day.
Yeah, I had a shoe print on my cheek after I read that comment.
All right, speaking of comments, let's see who's here today. Oh, look at that. The first name, Jennifer Fremder is here. How do you say her? Shemet? Shemet?
Yes, hyphen my last name. So that would be my wife.
Does she go by
So
Jen
she-
or Jennifer?
She goes, well, to me, she's Babe.
Nice.
To me,
Love of your life.
To me, she's also some other things when we're not on the best of,
Oh, boy.
But no, but
Still
but
love of your life.
But I love you. I love
right
you.
there.
Hey, babe. She goes by Jen. I call her Jen.
I like her posts. She has very thoughtful posts.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
She is the most amazing.
I haven't
thing
met
that's
her.
ever
Like I
happened
just
to
met
me,
you
yeah.
the other day for the first time. Like I like her posts. I friended her. I don't know, few weeks ago, and like she's very thoughtful poster.
It almost sounds like you're saying the same thing. Fremder? I friended her. Fremder.
Friender.
Yeah.
The Fremder.
Yeah. She likes my post too. That's why she married me.
Captain Jack is here. Jeff
you for the
Bosey.
post?
What's that?
Did she marry you for the posts?
Yeah, did you actually meet on Facebook? She was like, I must meet this man with the funny posts.
No, actually, believe it or not, I moved like 15 years ago. I moved down the block from her. So she was like,
so you were stalking her, basically, is what you're
yeah,
saying.
pretty. Yeah, whenever
So
she
you're
would-
like, I'm gonna rake her lawn, and
Yeah.
she's gonna make me
Whenever
apple
she looked out the
pie.
window and
Yeah.
saw like a bush moving, like that was just me,
Yeah.
just looking through a window, and then
She was like, I might as well just invite him in because he's just creeping me out. In
I'm
the
just
alley.
waiting for the Plageno's bush moving comment.
she had no idea who I was, and then we became friends, and just happily ever after. She was
Wow.
right next door. and
That's
we-
awesome.
we
It was
started
meant
dating.
to be.
It was.
Like, is she younger than you?
I'm sorry.
Is she younger than
Is she
you?
younger than you?
By a year, I think.
Oh, okay, so
He
it
thinks.
wasn't like full on like you can't be near elementary.
He didn't meet her at a bus stop. He was in front of her house.
Like, I moved down the street from her, and I saw her, and I started.
Right,
checking
yeah. I never saw her prior to moving in down the block from her. I didn't see her every day when she worked at her job at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then I found out her name and where she lives, and I bought the first house I can find near her. That
like-
didn't happen.
I am the one who told her to use the organic deodorant because the other stuff was definitely doing some damage.
Yeah, you don't want to use too much like metal in your deodorant. Yeah.
Did we lose Pichelle without saying goodbye?
No. He's
hanging. Oh, okay.
I really got to know her after the restraining order from my stalking.
Poor
in
Jen.
court
We
every
should
day
have
like
just
that.
had her
You've
in.
seen him
Yeah,
in
but-
court.
Right.
Gotta get to know him.
You looked really good in that outfit in court today, honey.
I was actually driving in here. I'm thinking I'm gonna regret just not like asking Jen to come in to defend herself, whatever we do to
Or
her
protect
today.
us.
She's a good sport. Every stupid thing and terrible comment joke that goes through her, and she gets the same.
Was that your doorbell? What was
Well,
it?
yeah, that's kind of like because I give you a hard time, but I feel like I'm just completely honest with you because
But I appreciate
tell you
that.
how it is.
No,
and I
that's-
just think to myself, I can't be the first one to bring this
constructive
up.
criticism. You're like
I can't be the first one today to say, "Oh my God, Fremder."
that's like you're like the heckler.
Yeah.
Right. If I was to be telling
I'm not a
jokes,
heckler.
You're like the person that would
I'm
maybe
like
just
the
be like.
I'm like the
"No."
older sister who's like, really, if you do that out in public, they're gonna beat you up.
Well, yes, if you're doing a stand up back, she's the
It's
one you're
out of
looking in the
love.
crowd. She's the one like this.
But nobody has to laugh at anything that I say. I mean, it doesn't matter because like we're on film, so like I just.
I'd also be the one in the crowd not heckling you, but beating up anyone who was heckling you because I was like worried for you.
Yeah, you can hear it a little bit. It's
Oh, the volume.
a laugh.
I come with my own audience.
yeah, but we'll combat that today. We have something, right, Sal?
Yeah.
You were just playing it last night on No Rhyme, No Reason.
And in case I just totally say something ridiculous, I even have a boo button for
well,
myself.
we have crickets.
like
Oh, there you go. But you hear the crickets?
Yeah.
We have that.
I just
I
put the
feel like
crickets.
I'm going to channel Paul Newman here.
I just put the
brought
crickets to sleep.
His effing soundboard.
What's that from? I can hear it. What is it?
Slapshot. They
Slapshot.
brought their fucking toys.
Can I just say one thing?
No. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because he's 1 for 1.
I just want to say something about Andrew.
You or are you referring
Andy
to yourself in the third
Andy
person or
Plagianos?
Andy Plagianos?
Are we going to let him say something?
We are. Uh-oh.
Plagianos.
Okay.
I think that he is one of the most, if not the most, funniest people that I have got
Yes.
to know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. He is just, and even when he says something funny and I don't understand what it is, I laugh anyway because I know that there's some sort of underlying humor.
That you don't
Right,
get
that's-
yet, right?
That's
Yeah.
the thing. He is so smart, this guy in pink,
yeah,
that you
he
know
is.
it's you. If you don't get it, I'm just not smart enough to understand what he's just
later
said.
on in the day, hours
Yep.
later, I'll be like,
Yes.
oh my God, that's it. And
I do
it's
the
just-
same thing. I'll be driving home and I'm like, oh, how did I
Andrew,
not get that?
First of all, this is purple.
you're
No, it's pink.
real men don't wear pink; they wear salmon.
Sally, look, he's showing off his chest for you.
Nice.
But I want to say that you're totally funny and you make me laugh all the time.
appreciate it,
And
Andrew.
it's great that
Notice he's not saying it back to you.
it's.
Well, that's how it's gonna
when I wished him a happy New Year, he messaged me back likewise,
Oh, okay.
or something like it is, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out.
And
a happy arbitrary position about around our son, man.
yeah, it's great that he's
Happy New Year today too.
that he's
It's a
on
new
the
year.
screen.
Happy
Tomorrow's
New
a
Day.
year
Yeah.
also.
And I'm here, so there's like the two Andrews here in the studio,
Yep.
and I'm very dyslexic, so it's like Andrew Plagianos, Andrew Fremder, so Andrew Fremblanos, Andrew Plafremder, So, but
Hey, Andy's.
but what we're gonna do, look, I'm a I do a lot of things, and I'm into visual effects, VFX, that.
Yes.
So I thought it would be pretty cool to see how we could show people movie magic, and like let's get Andrew Plagianos actually right here in the studio. You guys want to see that?
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna show everybody how it's done in Hollywood.
Is Plagianos in the hallway? I'm trying to look now. Where are you?
No, because I recognize his
all right.
house.
Yeah, well, you can. I guess you can't see it on that camera, but it's the my kids.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Charlotte's
we're watching.
drawing a picture.
We're watching. What the hell? Look. Wow, it's like having two Andy Plagianoses.
That is great. That's exactly the same.
Andrew is now in the studio. See, that's how Hollywood works.
Where did Fremder go?
Fremder.
Have you ever seen us in the same room at the same time?
No.
Did you actually make that?
My wife, we were up last night. She crafts. She likes to make, stuff, and I let her watch something that Andrew was saying something funny on. And
let her watch something.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
I let her hold my phone. Don't touch my stuff. Yeah. That's what she said. But no, so she crafts, and I showed her something that Andrew had said that was really funny, and she's like, "I love that mustache. It's just phenomenal." And I said, "Yeah, it is. I love it too. I mean, it's just good." And so I thought of like, wow, why don't you just let's make some mustaches? And so she cut out. I even have.
Can I just interrupt you for a second?
I even have a spare. Look,
There's a spare.
Yeah.
Yes, I even have a spare, right? Just in case. I came prepared. Yeah.
So
There you
it's
go.
like a fan club. It's like
So
you guys
we're standing in the kitchen, and I'm drinking my coffee, and Tony's like, do you have a lot for today? Because I'm just a little light for today. I was gonna look. I'm like, we have Fremder. Like why? We've got Andy on Zoom, and we've got Fremder.
Nothing will wake you up like a bad joke.
There's not going to be any dead air time.
There will be if someone. Yeah.
I love that. So, and then we started crafting.
Yeah. No, she crafts. She just.
I'm fascinated because I got to be honest. When I'm up late with my wife, the last thing we do is craft. I mean, make some noises.
Hey, whatever gets them going, man. And in this case, it was you and your mustache.
Yeah. I got one for here and I don't know, one for down here.
Maybe you were the reason they eventually
Please
made
tell me
Sweet
you were
Love.
not in the bedroom. They weren't in the bedroom, right?
I hope they were.
What, the mustaches?
Yeah, when you decided to
Right,
craft
the
and
whole
look at
mustache.
Andy.
No,
yeah.
the only thing in the bedroom, was a muff stash.
What?
Yeah.
The merkin.
Still 2 for 2, or
Yeah, that was. I'm going to let that one go. I'm not going to take any away. I'm not going to give a point.
The muff stash,
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, and speaking of our headphones and how we look like we're from an airport, it's just my favorite area to search would be the landing strip to make
I'm looking at Sallie every time.
to make sure that we're good for takeoff in the cockpit.
All right, Tom Galati is watching. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Tom's show, Cars and Comedy with Tom Galati, comes back tomorrow.
Yes.
Finally, we're very excited to have Tom back. That's tomorrow at 5, right?
Yep.
Kirsten's watching. I said Jeff Bosey. Tim Saliani says Dr. Ken sounds like he had enough of this shit. Reading. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was a little.
He was a little feisty this morning with his demands.
Cranky
I
pants.
still wish Tom's show was called Hot Rods and Hot Dudes.
Yeah.
It is affectionately known as that.
We can call it that.
Captain Jack says fix the picture. I don't know.
Change it when Tom's not looking.
Oh, was he agreeing that it was too close on Ken Pichelle?
Carol Miner, who is like cranky pants about like poor Texas.
Well, I'd be cranky pants too if I had no power.
She was yelling at people today or yesterday.
Oh, yesterday, she was yelling at Carrie, who's also watching.
No, she was yelling on her Facebook page.
Oh, on her
saying, Don't give us a hard time.
What's going on there in Texas?
Yeah.
What's happening over there? Why is there?
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They have.
They've had like a rough time.
Yeah, they're getting hit with the winter storm, which has caused power outages.
Poor Texas.
Poor Texas.
Yeah. What about us? Nobody ever says poor New York.
But they're out of power.
They'll handle it.
Things are flooding over,
for days and days.
and they're freaking out. People have now, like at the beginning of the quarantine for us, they raided the supermarkets and going after all the food.
No toilet paper, right?
Right.
But there's alcohol everywhere.
Making
You
vacations
can't wipe your
to
ass,
Cancun.
but you can get shit-faced.
Yeah, I was actually just.
vacations to
Did you
Cancun
hear
like
about that with Ted Cruz? Like, because we don't really do a lot of politics, but everyone should be mad about this.
Yeah, what's the deal? He's left?
So he's one of the senators in Texas, and he takes off to Cancun.
For that reason?
Well,
or was it already scheduled?
Not according to him. He was like, well, my daughters wanted to go away for spring break, and so I wasn't going to abandon everyone. So I just happened to be on the flight because I wanted to get them there safe, and then I'm coming back tomorrow.
Like his wife
Sure. He's got like a full suitcase full of his own clothes that'll last 3 weeks, but he was just there for the 8 hours.
The neighbors turned them in too. The wife had sent a text message saying, "Hey, we're going to get out of here because it's freezing."
Oh, wow.
But how horrible a person are you where your neighbors and your friends
Right.
immediately go to the media.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be people that
Time you out.
they should protect you. So that's how big of a
Well,
douche
right.
he is.
That's what I'm thinking. Even if it was a planned trip, he should have let the wife and kids go at and then he what is he? He's a governor down there, Texas.
He's the
No, he's
senator.
a senator.
Senator,
And
but
even
he-
his wife and kids. Like, I'm sorry, if I'm a senator, I'm not gonna protect my family and say no. If the kid down the road
No, I'm
has,
saying if it
has
was
no
already scheduled.
can't use his iPad. No, we're all in this together. It was bullshit across the board.
Here's the thing past that, because it really is local government's responsibility for all of those things. So you could maybe say, oh, he's a senator, it doesn't matter, except that senators and congressmen do something called constituent services, and they help their people get in contact with the federal government for federal type aid and,
Right.
and what.
Right.
Now it's their staff that normally does that, but it's just politics is part look.
Yeah,
You know,
and
so
if you're
my
making the
grandfather used
big
to say,
bucks, you
"It's
stay in your
bad."
frozen house.
Well, right, but that's what I said. So if the trip was already scheduled, fine. You send the family. He should have stayed back at the very least.
Very least.
His
Yeah.
wife went.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. He could have sent the wife and kids. I know we had this vacation planned, so you guys enjoy yourself, enjoy your spring break. I have to stay here to handle the situation. Sorry, and they're probably more than fine to just go
Yeah,
themselves.
they're probably thrilled not to see him.
Is the phone,
I'm getting DJD Love sending me messages.
Yes,
saying
I just
he
got
wants-
it too. Oh,
Airplanes, believe it or not,
we're not letting him through today. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
We are.
No, I just figured we were gonna let.
Oh no, I can't rap like that. That is something you will not see from me. Is a rap like that?
All right, so there you go, guys. See, we're back. Remember a few months ago how happy we all were when we had the equipment back and we could take phone calls, and even Sallie was all happy.
Before I came in, before I was ever a part of anything.
How fast have we come to now not taking phone calls?
Exactly, that's my point.
Well,
exactly.
we've been doing it for a long time. I just don't let anyone know.
He just sent me another message.
I just secretly hit the button. Well, if we have a little bit of a busy show, I just want to, have the people on that are on.
So
When
Danielle
you guys had Will and John Dorsich on
Monday.
President's Day,
Yeah.
I was Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
And
Yes, we know.
You were the Carter and Nixon.
Nixon.
yeah,
That's it.
and
No.
I was also John Wilkes Booth.
Yes.
Who was Trump?
Not me.
That wasn't you. I thought that
I
was
think
you.
it was Bozy. I got to be honest. I think that was Bozy.
Oh, that was Bozy.
Jeff Bozy is another one that makes me laugh. He is
You're the one.
me.
Stop, please.
Poor Bosie. Bosie gets
Bozy's
No,
great.
Bozy's
Bosie's
great, man.
like a
Always
human
encouraging him.
pinata, and everyone grabs their stick and hits Bosie.
He used to be on that show with Tony Danza called "Who's the Bozy?"
All right, that's now we're
There it is. Andrew Fender's here.
Where's the button?
And Rich is great too. If Rich ever won the lottery, he would have to take a shower because then he'd be filthy rich.
Just get them all out of your system.
Okay, all right.
So Danielle is just watching. Carol Miner, as you said.
Elizabeth Batapede's watching.
Carol has been posting pictures. What? Have you seen my baseball? Says Tim Saliani.
You're what?
I don't get it. What is that?
From that movie, what was it?
The Sandlot.
No,
I know, I'm racing that. That's a good guess.
No. It was something about
Mary.
Mary, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Franks and beans.
Yeah, the Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
Yeah,
How'd
how'd you get the Franks above the beans?
Up above the Franks.
I always get the beans above the Franks.
Right.
Always. It's just...
Carrie wants our headphones
hurts.
to look more Madonna-y. What is that?
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I want Madonna headphones now. What
I
does
want
that mean?
Madonna's boobies. Beatrice and Sandra's watching. Everybody saying hi to each other. Adam
everybody.
Snare's there. Hello, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Question: what did you do with Shannon Gilbert's body? All right, Andrew got that. I didn't get that one either. Oh, Shannon Gilbert. Right. Now I got it. Shannon Gilbert was one
What
of the,
does DG
the
mean?
prostitute.
Oh,
down
look
in-
at... I'm cruising for a
MW or
bruising.
whatever.
Gilgo. One of the,
Oh,
yeah.
Says my wife.
What did she say?
I'm cruising for a bruising.
Uh-oh.
I know. In fact, I almost said before,
Oh.
Jen Sitton wherever she is, and she's going.
That's okay. Well, you could pick up Band-Aids for that bruising on your way home then.
Hello, Dawn. Hello, Kevin. Jessica is watching. Jessica, our mutual friend. That's how you got turned on to the show, right? Through her?
Yeah. She was
Who?
Jessica.
Jessica Upham.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she, this pandemic, just everything that's been going on, just pretty much leveled me mentally and physically, and I'm sure it did to a lot of other people. And she had mentioned, check out Governor's Radio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you should,
Because you sure she wasn't trying to get you just actually off yourself once and for all, maybe?
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, after that, I went on Amazon and I ordered a rope that actually comes with a rickety stool.
I've heard her sing
Yeah.
a handful of times. She's amazing.
She's great. She's so talented, and she's such
great
a
singer,
sweet.
yeah.
She's so sweet, and everything is all upside down, and when you need to laugh, laughter's the best medicine. And so she was like, you should check them out, and I started watching.
I come down on the side of penicillin on that one.
Yeah.
Jessica says yours was the best wedding ever. And Pam Murkoff watching from England. Hello, Pam.
hey,
good
Pam.
to see
We
you.
haven't seen her name for a while. Hope things are going well there. I'm hearing a lot of odd things about
And
England these
Hey,
days.
Danielle. Danielle is amazing. Also, I
Yep.
want to. Danielle.
Yeah,
you're great.
Daniel's just discovering that Jessica is your friend. Will Sharon, who we were just talking about, is watching.
Where's my top fan badge? How come I don't have one anymore? Sallie, what's up with that? Is that you?
I had to remove that.
Did you really?
No, I don't even know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how it happens. In fact, I followed this one site, and one day I got a message that you're a top fan. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god!
I
I
had
had
one.
no idea.
I
And then
told-
I had it for 2 months, and then they took it away, and I don't know what I did wrong.
I thought that I did
I
everything
think
wrong.
Facebook does it. I think Facebook
Actually,
gives
I was
it and
gonna
takes
say,
it away.
Zuckerberg was like, I cannot have this from her. I cannot have Fremder. Fremder, no.
Yeah,
I don't think
yep.
we
Eliminate
pick.
Fremder.
There's an algorithm, a
I think-
Facebook algorithm
yeah, I
that
think
senses
Facebook-
stupid jokes and comments. And
Facebook
then
puts it in and takes it away. So they took it away from you, Andy.
they did.
Yeah.
But I've never been locked up in Facebook prison like a lot of people have.
We have.
Apparently
never
you don't. Apparently you don't comment enough. Maybe you
No.
need to comment more. And Sallie, I made this sign in Sharpie, so if you could respond accordingly, because Sharpie.
Okay. No. Well, yeah, he's even Steven right now.
I
I
no,
am
he isn't.
shocked.
He's
You're,
one.
you're
he's
just
one
saying
in.
that. You're just saying that because you're scared because he's actually here.
No, he's one. He's one.
If I ever get put in Facebook prison, I'll hit you up for that orange looking jumpsuit thing that you were wearing the other day. Yeah.
Look, he's not laughing. Look,
He's not laughing.
Yeah, no, he's done.
yeah, look at that. I'm a
like-
little scared. We have Angry Bosie this week, and now we have Angry Pichelle. I'm a little scared.
I got no time for Andy's shit.
I will say the
I'm done with
Facebook
this.
prison.
Sorry.
I've always been afraid to go to Facebook prison because what my dad told me happens when you end up there.
Which is what?
It's the same story everybody's dad told them.
Except with Zuckerberg.
that you end up in there with a guy named Bubba who said, "Hey, fish, welcome to Facebook prison, fish."
Hey, pasty white boy with that red hair. You looking good today.
No, I actually think in Facebook world though it's not Bubba. I think it's Joe Staz.
Oh yeah, no, Joe Staz is like, who I don't even remember. See, Shawshank Redemption. I love the movie, but I don't remember any. What's the old guy's name?
Brooksy.
Hanging
his name?
himself.
Brooksy.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah, Brooksy. Who's
So
married
Brooksy,
to
yeah, Joe Staz,
Three's
Brooksy.
Company lady, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I
Three's
just
Company.
told that story recently.
Suzanne Summers.
Brooksy.
I would love to be your thigh
Mrs.
master.
Roper.
Yes.
That
Mrs.
Mrs. Roper's
Brooksy's
wife.
married to Mrs. Roper.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
was they're both dead now.
They're
on
married. They're
tight,
married in
we're
the
going
sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at a play up in Massachusetts 20-something years ago, and I just happened to be sitting right next to Mrs. Roper, and I talked to her during intermission, and then I realized when the lights came up that her husband was Brooksy.
That's
I was
great.
like, holy crap! And
well,
I
what do you
talked to
wanna-
them for a few minutes.
What do you want to do? Do you want to ask Fremder to play guitar? And
Yeah, let
maybe
me
Andy can
catch
play
up on
too?
the comments and who's watching. Elaine is watching. Carrie,
Oh my God, he said something funny.
Danielle Asher, I think is still all excited that you guys have mutual friends. Andrew and I never met in person, but we became friends through the show. and we FaceTime naked. Look forward to meeting Jen too, especially now that I know she's your friend. Andy, nice shirt. I never saw purple underwear before, Calvin. That's great. Excuse me. Rich is watching. Hello, Rich. Sallie, you are totally like our sister. That is a good way to describe you. That's what Danielle's. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
Danielle
I
said.
said like in like if I was in the audience and like if Fremder was doing his jokes, like I wouldn't heckle him, but I'd beat up the person that was like heckling him, like the sister, and yell at him behind the scenes.
All right, now Eric is
In a
watching.
loving
Hello,
way.
Eric. Now, Carrie Retina, she says, Sallie reminds me of Daria, and I love Daria with capital letters. See, it's not me. She
Isn't
wants
that
to get
the
on the
dragon
couch.
slayer or the person who had the dragons?
No. She was a character on Beavis and Butthead that ended up getting her own show.
Oh yes, and she had the dark hair and the glasses.
Oh,
yes.
right, yeah.
But see that, but
Cool. That's a real compliment.
yes, I agree.
Yeah,
and
I'll
see
take that.
But
Thank you.
I think this is great because we always thought Carrie was hitting on me all this time. She's actually hitting on you. This is getting better and better.
She's into mind.
She would hit on anybody that is anywhere where there's a couch. I feel like
That's all right.
She would.
There's nothing wrong with that. Saliani's so smart. His shirt is the color of a Flintstones chewable.
That is funny. It is exactly that color. It's exactly that color. I love Tim. It's like once Tim said that, now you can't not see it.
So Patty Ann is watching. Are these? We're seeing a lot of new names. Are these people you're connected to?
Patty Ann.
Yeah.
I am not connected to Patty Ann, but there's a couch over there. I will. I mean, I could very well be if she comes in the studio.
Do a dating game sometime.
Oh, that's a good idea.
dating game,
We
yeah.
should do that. Deb Grossman. Was that?
You know what though? Because
Was
like
that-
everybody's got a significant other. It could be a swapping game.
Were you just doing
Call
something
it
like
the
that?
swapping
Or
game.
did somebody knock on the door? Did you hear it? I thought I heard a knocking. No? Sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to ignore you. I just.
Maybe that's the
Tapping it.
Three's Company conversation we just had. You heard
Do,
somebody.
do, do,
Am I
do,
knocking
do,
on
do.
it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go look.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know if it was you hitting something or. Now, now Carrie's hitting on Andy's wife. She hasn't even met your wife, and she's hitting on her. She said we would be BFFs.
Oh, you guys totally would. Totally would.
Matt is watching, and then your wife comes up with the hearts. Nothing. Sorry to make you move. Sorry you blocked me, Captain Jack. Thank you for your stories. What does that mean? Captain Jack blocked you? Will Sharon hasn't seen him since he was Nassau County's executive back in the 80s. Oh, for Galati. Oh, he's talking about Tom Galati. Okay, got it. Hello, Ray, who's watching. Will Sharon, everyone call me Tom Galati back in the 80s, I bet. The senator is a douchebag, says Carrie. Johnny Lambros was Trump.
Well, there you go.
That's who I thought. That's what I thought. I was trying to think of his name. I'm like, what is it? It's like Lamb.
Trump is funny.
something.
He's so, how do I say, yellow, orange looking. Like I wonder if his tanning bed has a setting called like cheese doodle color.
Yeah, you know what? Say what you will about the man
like
politically. That's neither here or there.
Munster
but
cheese.
Who looks in the mirror and says, "Okay, that's good"? And he hasn't.
I don't know.
And that's a fairly new thing. He started that shortly before he became president. Like you watch the Apprentice. He wasn't doing that there. I'm sorry.
I think he's been rocking Cheetos
Yeah.
skin for a while now.
Yeah, that's
so.
Cheeto cream. He just, or maybe it's all the global warming. It's the extra sunlight. Just
The worst
just
was
burning his face.
whatever makeup they gave him after he was sick, like
Yeah.
when he first got back, that was terrible. I felt so.
Yes.
I really felt bad for him. That
Yep.
that was like that somebody was like, "Here, why don't we put this on? You
Yep.
look great."
And then, of course, we heard after just a few weeks ago that he was a lot sicker
Yeah.
than he was letting on.
He looks like the color of
I'm
a
sure.
sunrise.
Yeah, actually, Fremder should talk about that because him and Jen were sick. They were like really sick.
Oh yeah, we were.
Like a month ago?
A month and a half ago, we were sick.
How long did it take you guys to get through it?
It lasted for about 2 weeks. And like I explained before, it literally feels like a train drove up your ass and out your mouth for 2 weeks straight, just like
Your ass, you say?
Yeah.
What?
Did you have
Yeah.
like what symptoms did you have?
Well, tired, fatigue. I felt like my head. I was so lightheaded that I felt like my head was going to fly away like a balloon. Very just like disoriented
Right.
feeling.
I pay a lot of money to feel like that.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, wow, I don't know if you get stoned tonight.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let me call my guy. I think he might be able to deliver some COVID. DoorDash make me feel all right.
Well,
But,
that's what they're doing in England. Pam
but,
Murkoff, are you still watching? That's what they're doing over there.
she lost her smell.
Oh, yeah.
And she actually
Did
got
she
it-
smell bad?
Thank God.
Does she smell bad?
Well, she lost her smell.
she,
All right.
see, it's
if
contagious.
you're
No,
going to
it's
start
contagious.
doing that,
Sometimes, but she noticed that she was getting her smell back when I reached to get something in the cabinet, and her face was right here, and she's like, oh, and she literally just.
but then she was happy.
She's like, you have to take a shower right now, and I shower once a month whether I need to or not. So
Right, yeah.
I got right on that, and so her stuff. her
Are we
smell-
sure? Are we sure that Tony didn't get it because it looks like his taste is gone?
See that?
That's because I'm here. He has bad taste in today's
Might have
guest.
caught it from Fremder. Yeah,
Hey, I didn't say this shirt looked like a Flintstones chewable.
it does though.
it does.
But yeah, we felt it. It's definitely something we've never felt before.
You might be the cure then. Your armpit might be the cure. If people are
Might
losing
be.
their taste of smell and whatnot, you could just
Right. People are going to line up at urgent care, and I'll be
Just-
in the
yeah.
room like
Like
this.
Jones Beach.
Yeah,
like you can
like-
go around the pen just like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be Fremder care.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, that's good. I like that. That's a good ring.
Fremdicare.
Fremder care.
Fremder care.
Or is
From
like
the
throwing
care.
a baby over a cliff. That would be terrible. Like that's how you're gonna be you're totally immune. All you have to do is take a newborn baby and throw it off of a cliff.
So that's what Michael
Now
Jackson was
you'll
doing.
never get it. Horrible.
Oh, never mind. Forget that one. Nope.
So yeah, so
Not saying that.
Danielle Asher's she's in for your swapping game, Andy.
yeah.
I think we should look into something like that.
All right.
We should, instead of like the dating game, be the swapping game. So we'd have to get a couple in here.
Yeah, like Bozy and Rada.
I'd be all right with that.
I don't know if you could get Rada out of Bozy's ass though.
I don't know.
That would be tough. That would be very tough.
If
They love each other a lot.
I
It's really
have
kind of nice
say,
to see.
I have to say, when Rada's in here with us on Thursdays, I'm not used to it, because I'm so used to seeing the two of them.
he's so funny.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, it's like seeing Bert without Ernie.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. And a perfect example, by the way, since they're gay for each other. too.
Yeah.
I think when they first started
Yeah,
their show, I
that's-
said that they were Gov's Radio's version of Bert and Ernie.
That's great.
It never caught on.
and
Like,
who would be who? Who would be Bert and who would be
Well, it
Ernie?
doesn't
in that
matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because they're both gay. Okay, I get it. Doesn't matter who's the pitcher or catcher. It's the same game.
Right.
Galati says after his parents took their first vaccine, they were tired and had the chills. I said, "You're in your 70s. Isn't that normal?"
You want me to get your cardigan?
Oh, look at Jessica says, "Oh my!" She's referring to the swapping game. So Danielle and Jessica, I think they're into this idea. Have you guys ever swapped with Jessica and her husband?
Now we're never going to get to the guitar.
No, we'll get to it.
Once Tony's on swapping and girl kissing, we're not doing anything else today.
No, that's cool.
We are all good friends. We have not swapped, but that I am 100% down for that, Jessica.
Happy.
He took the time to move his head like this.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah. So, and by that I mean swap lyrics and musical because you.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Because you play the ukulele, and
Does
so
she?
we're talking
Cool.
about making music now, right? We're gonna swap notes,
Right.
and
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking.
we're gonna swap
Gov's
music.
Radio Key Party.
All right, so yeah, let's do the he brought the guitar. Let's get
Not
that out.
just a
But-
guitar.
well, right, he's
A
going to show that
guitar
off in a second.
given to him by his beautiful wife.
But
Yeah,
let's ask for. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were going to talk about the great gift from his wife.
Yeah, go.
Well, the great gift of all is that she has allowed me to continue to stay with her for all these years throughout.
That's the first gift
what I
that
do
keeps
and say.
on giving.
Yeah, oh, and it does keep on giving.
What is the
both ways?
What is the musical background? Because I know you write. So what have?
Yeah, so that's the guitar I have over there is a Van Halen guitar. It's a Van Halen custom that she got me for my birthday. It's a beautiful guitar. Van Halen I love Van Halen. If it wasn't for Eddie, and them, I wouldn't be playing music. I don't even know what I would be doing.
Right.
I remember back in the day, my sister introduced me to the band, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was inhuman. How does somebody get their fingers to move like that and just do? And it was mind blowing. So at the time, I had no money to buy CDs. So what I used to do was I would call up the BMG, which was the get 10, 20 CDs for the price.
Sorry, it's Mike 3 is our ye.
So you got the O and the U. You can't figure out, that must be a T.
No.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? It's
out?
my mistake. Not Mike.
What is that? That
Not
looks like
Mike
Arabic.
Like, what are you talking
Camera.
about?
I was trying to let you know camera 3 was out, so while we were talking, you would go fix it. So that when he said
camera
something,
3.
I messed up and I wrote Mike 3
So
by
I'm like,
mistake.
well, I don't need Mike
But-
3 until his
Right.
thing is plugged in.
Sorry, I wrote Mike instead of camera.
So
But,
dumb.
but you still couldn't figure out?
It's OWY.
That's not OWY.
It's OWY.
Fremder needs to be the ref here. I'm not there. I can't physically take that piece of paper away.
So sorry. So yeah. So you Van Halen. So you BMG is the publishing.
Right. So they, I couldn't go out. I didn't have enough money to go buy the CDs. So there was this publishing company where you can call them up. You can get like 20 CDs for the price of like a penny or whatever.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
It was in the newsper. Those
Right.
ads, Columbia House or whatever that was.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have to call and cancel, or else they would keep on
sending
charging
you.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, for the first time, my sister, like I said, she showed me. It was 1984, and I heard "Hot for Teacher" and I heard "Panama" and all the songs on that CD.
And you had a crush on what teacher?
And I had a crush on what teacher?
Yeah.
My health teacher. And I wish she was still around today, because if she could just show me how to put on a condom like she used to in class.
Hey, man, she's still around. It's just what kind of effort are you willing to put in?
Yeah.
I mean, she really taught.
Right now she's like, oh my God, thank you.
She really taught how
Even if
to
she's
put
in
one
the
on.
grave, my man.
She-
What you're willing to do?
I won't mention what her name is, but I remember that day very vividly. She took out this bass, and it had this penis on it that was just waving back and forth like this. And I thought to myself, is that from your collection? Because I don't know if you could order stuff like that for educational purposes.
Isn't that why everybody orders them?
And yeah, and I remember her showing how to put it on, and yeah, she was hot, and that was a great day. That was a great lesson.
That was a great day.
That was one
Fill
for
in the spank bank.
For the spank bank, yeah, I had to get rid of a bunch of socks after after her class. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. Don't even remember what I was saying. I was sidetracked.
You ordered the 800 CDs for a penny.
Yeah, so I had a karaoke machine. So I would.
You couldn't afford CDs, but you can afford a karaoke machine.
It was my brother's. Yeah, I don't buy stuff. I just borrow things. And
Hide your phone.
Yeah.
And your boobies.
And are those for
What if
rent?
he won't get them back?
Are those for rent? Stop looking. They're looking at me. Hey. Yeah, like
I gotta remember that.
Whenever someone says, "Can you stop?" Hey, my eyes are up here. I was like, "Well, they look like they're down there." They were looking at me first, but I used to. I had the karaoke machine, and I would call the BMG because they had samples, so I could hit. Okay, you want to listen to whatever it is sample. You would hit the 1 or the 2, and it would play 15 seconds of the song. So I would take the receiver of my phone, hit the button of whatever song I wanted to hear, take the microphone of the karaoke and put it up to it, so I had it blasting in the room only for 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
But then when it was over, I just hit it again, and I had a big crayon bank, from back then. And I would just jump on my bed trying to do the Van Halen jump split things, and that thing that he always does, and that was it. And before that, I actually played bass. I started playing bass in the orchestra, my school orchestra.
That was bass?
That was bass. Yeah, that's also me. This similar action to a
The
couple of
bass,
other
like
things
the-
that I do.
Looks like you're
Yeah,
in
like
prison
cello.
there.
You mean like
What?
Looks like you're in prison.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of this going on in prison. I could most definitely, probably in the showers. I would imagine soap on a rope.
so you started with like because how much larger is a bass than a cello?
Very large. When I was in 8th grade, I was the new kid in school.
And what do? They just leave it there? You have to carry it to school back and forth. I had to carry a saxophone. I thought that was like big enough.
I played saxophone also, and before that, and I also played clarinet. But when I was playing bass, I had to bring that thing. I had to carry it over my shoulder.
It's awful.
And when I was in 8th grade,
Andrew, were you on a crusade to not get laid?
yes, I did,
Your
because
parents are just sitting back going, wait till you see what we introduce next.
I definitely was, because aside from playing the bass, first thing I did when I got home was watch Star Trek. And between playing bass, being in band, and watching Star Trek, I knew that I wasn't going to get.
Your dad's like laughing his ass off, and he's saying to your mom, like eventually you're going to want grandkids, so you're going to have to turn this around, right?
I remember
We
thinking,
don't have to give him the talk. He's doing it to himself.
yeah. But back then I didn't get much action. The only ass I got was when my fingers went through the toilet paper. That's the amount of extent.
Over.
That was
over.
That was two.
over and over again. Yeah. To the point where I had no.
You got one left.
I just had to kind of go like this.
And now you're done.
With that, let's get that guitar out.
Come on, you just want to if you think that happened.
It's bad when your butt starts smelling like your finger.
Yeah, it's like the need and want to have to smell your own farts.
Right.
So I guess I'll take these off.
Yes.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right.
Take it off.
All right, I'm going to read some comments while he's getting the guitar out.
Sure.
Jeff Bosey says, where'd it go? Since he goes, well, since I'm the fat wine, I'll be Ernie. Jessica Upham says that Andrew Fremder won't go to her house because of the black cat. Yeah, that's what.
No. He said the black pussy.
The black pussy, yeah. All right, well, I'll write it down. I'll write down black cat. So we'll get back to that after the guitar. Are you singing or just playing?
I am not singing.
You're not singing. Okay.
I'm just gonna play.
No, that's cool.
I don't even know what I'm playing.
Take your time. I'm going to read comments while you're setting up.
I know I'm playing a guitar, but I don't know what I'm gonna play.
Carrie says swap fluids. All right. If that happened in my health class, I've blocked it out.
So funny.
Are you catching your own shot with your left hand? And then Tim Saliani too. He was getting upset that we were picking on Bosey. He said, "Don't pick on my friend Bosey."
He picks
That's what he
on
said.
Bosey. Oh, I listened to Tim go at Bosey last week about the jacket that Bosey wears,
true.
which granted.
Ken Pichelle says he's still in the Zoom just so he can listen with no delay. Jeff Bosey, did he ever play the skin flute? You see, I can do an Andrew joke as well. Saliani says, Mom, what's with the 2-ply shit? That's great.
Well, the problem is with the 2-ply is when you do actually end up applying enough pressure, you're going in your butt pretty hard and fast.
Speaking from experience?
From what I hear.
Is that amp on?
And not yet. And
No, it is.
not yet.
Go ahead. I thought it was him. That's why I was.
No, that's why I said not yet. If you look to your left, there's a headphone, and if you want to put those on, so you could at least hear Andy and everything. Yep, and then you'll be on too.
Hello.
Okay, I'm gonna throw your. How's that?
Yeah.
There
Okay,
it
good.
is.
All right.
Ooh, all right. Well, you mentioned half a teacher. Can you do that?
Half teacher. I think.
Anything. I don't care.
I think I might have to brush up on some of what the actual notes were, but I mean, hot for teacher.
Well, anything play anything Van Halen.
Again, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of.
I liked it though.
You don't. You have
What?
plenty of knowing what you're doing.
I think if you
It's very
play
cool.
Hot for Teacher, Andy Plajanos will sing.
Hi from my health teacher.
Hey, Andy,
your
can you
dildo?
grab that one instead? The headphones. And that would be what, 5?
No, that'd be 6.
No, that was
Oh, then
6.
it's 7.
Okay,
5
try
is
this
5
one.
is the one up.
Because I'm getting like a little bit of a buzz from the other one. Yeah, that's better.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah, that is a lot better.
It's
yeah.
a lot better. Sorry.
Yeah, it's even better for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Carrie wants you to flash dance while he plays the guitar.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sally should do that walking up and down.
Sally should what?
Sally should Hot for Teacher, the video.
Sally's version is "I'm hot for the one-legged teacher," the one-legged kilt
Or
teacher.
Mr. Ryan.
Joe Ryan, science teacher from
Ryan.
Hicksville High School. Yeah. See, there's Andy Plajanos' Hicksville reference for today. Joe Ryan at Hicksville High School. All the girls loved him.
My book.
What was that?
Where's my book? I'm not going to see you.
So, all right. Well, do you want to play an original? I know you write.
Yeah, just something that I was working on here.
A little
Do you know
ditty.
any full songs? That's basically what I'm asking you. Damn it.
Any full song? I don't know if I know any full songs.
You have an Eddie Van Halen Wolfgang, and you don't know any full songs?
Not off the top of my head right this second.
Really?
And do you read sheet music, or because you mean you took so many musical instruments, or did you just play around on the guitar because it's so much different than like a clarinet?
Well, I started playing bass, and when I was in my school orchestra, I did read instruments. I did read
Sheet
music.
music.
Yeah, sheet music. And during that time in my life, I actually began to become very dyslexic. You know, I started reading things backwards, sevens.
At what age?
8th grade. So
You could play Beatles songs. You know, a lot of those things have the hidden messages backwards. You could play that live.
Yeah, definitely.
But I thought you were
The
just
way-
kind of like born dyslexic. I didn't know it happened like later in life.
It's contagious.
I maybe was like, that dyslexic
Do you think
when
no
I
one
was born,
noticed or
but
something until you
maybe-
really had to do a lot of
I'm sure
reading?
nobody noticed a lot of things about me when I was that they started to notice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The older I got,
His parents are like, "Where'd you come from?" When he was 13.
I'll tell you exactly where I came from. Unfortunately, they're not together anymore. They're separated. I was living in East Meadow. I went to East Meadow High School. I was living with my dad, and I was playing bass, reading notes, and I started to just start to get everything backwards. Numbers, especially like 6s, started to look like 9s. 7s looked like L's.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and it was really, really messing me up. So it's like, how am I going to continue reading this music when they're all dots? You know, every dot looks the same to begin with, whether you're dyslexic or not.
Right.
You know, so what do I do? And then I began to read tablature, which tablature is instead of the, normal musical bar that has all the dots, every line represents a string.
Yeah,
So
it's like a letter structure, isn't it?
exactly.
Okay.
So you have six lines, right? And the bottom line would represent the E string. Okay? And if that had a 0 on it, you knew that it was just it is what it was.
Right.
If it had a 3 on that bottom line, you would know, okay, that's the last string, and you put your finger on that 3rd fret. And then if there was like a 6 right after that, you would be like, okay, so that's 0.
Yeah, but how is that helping you if the 6 looks like a 9? So how is that helping you any more than
It's
sheet
a little
music?
bit better than dots.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It was a little better. Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't completely better because I definitely got some of the stuff that I backwards, no matter if I was reading tablature or music.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember
But-
reading something like as an adult, and it was like this paragraph, and it said something like, what it's like to be a dyslexic kid. Like, please read this paragraph, and you read it like how you would read it, and then at the end it was like, yeah, so please
It's-
keep telling your dyslexic kids to try harder
I-
because they're trying harder
yeah.
than anyone.
A lot of classes
Yeah.
were very, very difficult for me, especially like English class, and whatnot. Math was pretty difficult. Science was cool, but that's just because we got to blow stuff up and mix.
It's just recipes.
Yeah.
If
Open
you,
up
if you have
frogs.
someone who's not
Yeah, oh, yeah,
dyslexic
yeah,
and
we
hand
did
you the
that.
jars.
We opened up frogs. We did a monkey brain.
Wow.
You ever see Indiana Jones when they're with the monkey brains on the table with the, the little with the hammer? Yeah, we did that. I think we did a pig's heart.
Wow.
Yeah, and the face that some of the other classmates were making as I would poke it so the juice would just squirt all over the place.
Are you still talking about the frog? The
What?
pig brain, I mean? Are you still talking about the pig brain? Well, you said, touch it to make it squirt. I didn't know if you were still talking about the brain.
He's scaring me
About to
again.
admit to the Gilgo Beach murders.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
they all squirted in some sort of way. They all had some squirt. Yeah.
Tim
so-
said the funniest story ever told on Gov's radio. What is that? For what?
I just thought it was funny. He said, "You're the guy in Guitar Center that everybody hates."
Who, me? Oh, the one that they'll come over and they'll be like, no Van Halen. No. Just like they say, no Stairway to Heaven.
Right, yeah.
There's, I actually used to work at Guitar Center in Sam Ash, and that was actually like a rule. We used to totally be like, no. Which I never understood. I just went along with it because everybody else did. But I love Stairway to Heaven, and if you're a good musician and you can play Stairway to Heaven, then what's wrong with being able to sit and serenade a...
But they're probably just sick of it.
I bet you that it's just like me with Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks. It's a good song, but I worked in a bar, and every night, 6 morons would put their money into the jukebox
Yes.
and play Friends in Low Places because they all think, this song really, speaks to me. Let me play it again. Oh, I just heard it. I need to hear it again. And
Yep.
so we would just skip it.
Yeah. So they made me skip a whole bunch of things, and that was a cool job though.
So it's their fault, though, that you don't know a full song, then, is what you're saying.
It is their fault because when I was in the middle of trying to learn how to play
Exactly.
those songs, during my days of working, they would just come and unplug me. So,
But you,
it's
all right, but
Sam
you
Ash's
compose. Do you have an original piece that you can play on your guitar, or you? Because all I've heard are the orchestrated stuff that you sent me.
The orchestrated stuff that I sent you are what I composed. That I don't really do on my guitar. I actually do on a piano.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if you have anything of your own that you can play on the guitar. That's what I was.
Let me see. I could play just another little thing that I was going to add to that one piece that you played that one time.
Okay.
Sure, whatever you want to play. Nice.
That's not even finished. That was just like a sort of a bridge to the other half of that score that you played.
Right.
And they're just it has like a little solo thing over it. So
Now we're talking. That's what I want to hear. Stuff like that.
oh, okay.
That's like good Van Halen-esque guitar solos. Do you get this Eddie Van Halen sound just because it's a Wolfgang guitar, or do you have settings and it's skill? I have no idea. Because that sounds very Eddie-ish. Even the first part that you played was very Van Halen-ish.
I had him in mind, when I was sort of just messing around with that.
Yeah.
That actually came about. I couldn't sleep. A lot of stuff that I write comes from me just not sleeping. I have the hours of a bat. I don't really sleep.
No.
Yeah, so I'm.
We have Batman's here.
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm here with my guitar.
Saliani says this is a fucked up episode of Storytellers.
I actually watched that.
I love that show.
That Batman movie. What, like last week? Because Sam had to watch it for a films
You
class.
watched
That one where he's
Dark
doing
Knight.
that weird freaky voice.
He does it.
He talks like this because he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be noticed.
It's so stupid.
But then again, right? But then again, like every
We finished watching it, and then I was like, and I looked at Sam like, all right, now we're gonna watch a real Batman, and I made him watch the Keaton one. I'm like, yeah, take that.
Yeah, Keaton is actually coming back as the Batman.
I know, I'm really excited
again,
about it.
in the
can't
DC
wait for that.
multiverse, and it's going to be played along with Ben Affleck
Against
as the other
James.
Batman. Keaton is going to play the older version of the story of Flashpoint, which
Right.
is the Flash's story, and how
Yep.
they bring all that together, which is going to be
That's my
amazing.
favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite Batman.
Oh, gee.
Plajanos,
This
I love
is
you.
more of the Adam West.
You can't see it.
That
He's
is,
got a-
yeah,
he's
yeah,
got a
that is.
Batman
Well,
thing on.
it's
You'll
the
see it in like a minute.
it's the color of Adam West Batman, but he had small ears.
That's a child's mask.
Andy poked his eyes out for us.
Caesar,
A comedy.
Caesar Romero. Yeah.
Kermit the Frog is a huge influence too.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
That was great. Carrie says, play a song that's never been played on that thing, and we'll watch you soar.
Oh, no
Wow.
pressure.
Yeah,
huh?
no pressure there. Wow.
Okay, then take it away.
Play a song that's never been played. Could I get a different? Just adjust my situation.
Yeah, do whatever you want over
real
there.
quick.
Yeah, you're attached big time over there, so be careful.
But you mentioned Stairway, so are you able to play
Graham's
that?
Crotch on camera.
Stairway. I was able to play Stairway. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. A lot of the stuff that I had learned back in the day just got taken over with,
Oh, okay.
with other types of
Right.
score type.
Okay.
So I have to do a refresher course on a lot of the things that I learned.
Plajano said you're actually just getting off camera so you can scratch your groins.
Yeah, well,
Your unit.
I'm adjusting my settings.
Adjusted situation. You didn't have to say
I'm
that.
adjusting myself.
Terry Frattini's watching. My best friend growing up.
Can she play Stairway?
I do not think she plays an instrument, but if I'm wrong, she strikes me as someone who plays drums. Like, even if she didn't take drums in school, she strikes me as a drummer.
All right. All right, he's getting ready. Carrie, this is for you. Ooh.
All right, so I don't know. I'm just gonna.
All right, he's just going to wing it. This is history in the making. I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
I just think it's funny that we get this little moody piece like that, and in the corner is Plajanos' face.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really pretty.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
Your hands are
totally
cold.
fine. Put your headphones back on so we could hear you, though.
It's like trying to have sex in an igloo. It's just not.
Your hands are still cold? You've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My hands are always. My hands are always cold. I'm always cold. That's because I have no soul.
Because you're a bat. I guess. I don't know what that means. Wow. But so you've been as far as I know, you compose, and even that sounded like movie type. That sounded like a soundtrack. So you compose mostly
A bit
scores.
nervous. Yeah, a bit nervous though. I got to
Yeah.
say, because playing in front of just two people is a little more nervous to me than playing in front of hundreds and thousands.
All right, well that's actually was
yeah.
my question.
Hey.
But you were in a band at one point,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you were doing
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
Metal?
No, it was metal.
It was metal.
Yeah, it was a type of metal that I know definitely you wouldn't want to hear.
Thrash metal?
Probably not.
Thrash, speed, death metal type stuff. I could.
Really?
Yeah. Let me.
Sometimes I'm
Oh, yeah, I wanna
surprised
see this.
at what I do like, so don't be worried.
Andrew, just know that if this helps,
Go ahead.
Andrew, if this helps, we're picturing you naked.
Did you hear that?
Plajano said if it helps, if you're nervous, just picture us all naked.
No, we're picturing
Picturing
him.
him.
We're picturing you
I'm
naked. Sorry, I
sorry,
messed that up.
Andy, he messed up your joke.
That's right.
It's the story of my life.
Oh, by the way, my wife is taking your.
Your wife, what, can hear us?
Well, no, she just said, because it was so funny.
Wow, why does she hate you so much? What is that about?
I don't know. I'm nothing but awesome, and she's...
You may have to sit her down, and may have Sallie have to sit her down and talk to. Sallie will.
Is this the longest piece of wood you've ever seen being held on this couch?
Wow.
Sallie, switch the camera angle
Right.
from you. There you go.
Can you imagine if that was a clarinet?
Right. we got the head, we got the neck attached to my body.
It's a lot of wood.
It is a lot of wood.
If you had a kilt, and you'd be all set. All right, some death metal. He's gonna trash the room after he's done. He's gonna throw a TV out the window,
I'm gonna throw everything but this.
including you, Sallie. He's gonna throw you.
Yeah, because I don't know if my wife's gonna replace it. if I
Not
do.
after today.
Yeah, but it's the thought that counts. So if she thinks about it, that's all that matters. I thought about it. There's your new guitar. Something like that.
Nice.
I don't know.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Like,
know,
I see, I don't mind stuff like that. What are the things that annoy me?
That would, if that was
Like
a full,
that wouldn't
yeah,
annoy
but if
me.
that would, no, it would. If that was a full band thing going on, that you would hate that.
I don't like when you're in the middle of a song and then they stop singing and then in the middle of the song they just kind of go on and on and on and
She's
on. and
talking
on
about a
and
guitar
on.
solo, is what she's talking about. She
Yeah.
hates.
Solos are the best part of the
Thank you, Andrew
of the
Fremder.
song.
They're
Right.
they're the worst part of life for me. Yeah.
Oh.
So I know.
And she calls herself a
And
music
what's
lover.
even more annoying to me than that?
I'm disinviting myself to this.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
blame you,
I don't
and
blame
and
you.
I know I'm the only one. Like, but what also annoys me is like you're waiting to hear the next song, like on your album or something.
Right.
But the song before, they're just still
Like
playing
Freebird.
guitar.
Freebird's an example of that.
They're not doing
How
anything
true.
other than repeating something over and over and over again for another 5 minutes, and I'm like, what? Can we just go to the next song? Yeah, but
So-
it's only me.
Show you that we could play the same thing over and over again.
So you probably hate the Grateful Dead then, and the Fish. And,
Yes.
Yeah, I have a
jam-
hard time with
jam bands.
I really want to love the Grateful Dead because they just seem sweet to me and nice. But I'm like, come on, people,
So
let's get it going.
get this. Sally Annie wants to sing with you in a metal band.
He wants to sing with me. I am so down.
Nice.
Tim, most definitely.
Cool. And then
Yeah.
even Ken Pichelle, he likes thrash, so he was
Yeah.
digging it.
Yeah, totally,
He's a thrash guy.
totally.
Yep. And then Sally Annie also says, on a serious note, your video production is amazing.
Yeah, there you go. And
Thanks.
Tim would know. He's really up on all that stuff.
but
So.
but I'm a little lost with this. I
Why?
don't know if
What?
I knew you did lighting. I know you do graphic design, but what is he referring to?
Lighting, what? As in what? Because my shirt says light.
Well, he says your Fremder's video production is amazing. Like, did you make computer animation? Like,
Yeah, visual effects.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like so all the crazy stuff that you would see in a buildings blowing up. I don't know, some
Okay.
action scenes, some Avengers type.
oh, okay.
Cool movie
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. You know what? I think we did watch
Yeah.
something. I don't remember
VFX.
what it was. Yeah. Okay.
VFX, visual effects. It's,
Carrie was impressed with that too. Very nice.
And do you do? Did I think that you acted before, or no? Is that just something that you were
yeah.
thinking
yeah.
about, or like have you done any type of drama club thing or any type of like acting?
Wow, the guitar plays itself. Look at that. It's magic.
It,
He's
it, it sounds
stuck.
like a clarinet.
Is that your
actually.
phone?
Attention
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
man
it's your phone.
behind-
Just keep it over there.
Creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy.
That really got me at first. I was like, what the hell is that?
That's they're trying to make me renew my car warranty every 5 seconds.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie, yeah, so you mentioned the Grateful Dead. Carrie wants to hear Sugar Magnolia, but
Yeah, if anybody wants a request, I'm definitely going to have to learn it. But it would be cool one day to play the Rainbow Connection if I could figure that out and
Yes.
have Andrew sing it in his Kermit voice.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, that is your assignment. If you want to come back here, Fremder,
Andrew,
you must learn
anytime
that.
you want to do that, pal.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I love it.
All right, let's get back to the acting. What acting have you done? This is on the spot because we've talked about you possibly auditioning for Knockem Dead Comedy. So we're putting you on the spot right now. Act for us. Do a Shakespeare
actually your
scene right now.
A Shakespeare? A Shakespeare. I'll shake my... here's your Shakespeare. This is my audition on the casting couch.
He's like
You're hired.
-2 now.
I've been in some music videos, nothing crazy, nothing big, just as like an extra, so, yeah, nothing, no main roles or anything like that. Let me see, including some old music videos from my old bands. What else have I acted in? Not too much.
Okay.
I'm acting right now.
Jessica says that was the ghost of Eddie Van Halen
Or am
playing
I?
there.
The ghost of Eddie Van Halen.
That's what she said.
That's a
compliment.
That
right
is
there.
that is a compliment.
Yeah.
So unfortunate. I had tears in my eyes when that happened.
No kidding, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony took it really hard too.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, he. When you play an instrument and when you have an idol like that, and you,
Yep.
you go through life and as your getaway, music being one of mine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're just like, what the,
Yeah.
what happened?
And just even
Seriously.
and even apart from what he meant to us, I mean, just as a person, it's sad, father and
So
husband,
young.
and 65 is not that old, so he should have had more time.
And right before he passed, he was probably more on top of his game than I've ever seen in my life.
When they toured, their last tour was 2015.
Yeah.
And then the last time I saw them was 2012. When I saw them in 2012, I thought it was the best I've ever seen him. David Lee Roth, but Eddie's playing was the best I've ever seen. And in 2015, I saw videos and stuff. He seemed like he was in great shape. Because even in 2012, he just recently got sober within the past 4 or 5 years. He still
That's
looked a
just
little
it,
rough.
too.
But
Like when you take away like the alcohol and drugs from the musicians, and you let them just play without all that in their system. I mean, like Joe Walsh was talking about that, how he used to think, oh, if I had a few, then I'd play even better. He's like, but now that I'm sober, I realized how bad I was. And he goes, I want to say to all these musicians, just get off the alcohol because your game is going to be so much better.
Yeah, and then once your game is that much better, then you could have the alcohol, and then it's just all good.
favorite Van Halen song?
Favorite are we talking?
It's a tough one.
No Gary Sharon, none of that. That doesn't count, right?
I got to tell you, I thought they were great live with Sharon. I saw them twice on that tour. The album, maybe 2 songs I liked, but the tour, I thought it was fantastic. I thought the guy deserved a second album.
He wasn't bad.
The tour was fantastic.
But
They were
definitely
great live.
Can't hold up to. So you mean like David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar?
Doesn't matter. It's all Van Halen in my opinion. So anything you want. Should I change it up? What is like what you just played the thrash metal? What in your opinion is the closest thing Van Halen's ever done to like a thrash metal, like their heaviest thing?
I think some of Van Halen's heaviest music was on the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, the Fuck CD.
Yep.
And Balance. Definitely was some of the
Seventh Seal.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to.
You got it.
Yeah.
No, it's didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's actually funny because being a musician and you're trying to near far.
Sorry, I started that.
What, you're laughing. Oh wow.
No, that was
Wow.
She is laughing at you. Yeah.
Wow, there's a first for everything. Yeah, so on those 2 albums was to me where Van Halen got really. I mean, he was always heavy. He always had heavy riffs.
Yeah, right.
But
it was still melodic and radio friendly. I'm talking like heavy thrash metal stuff that you don't.
Definitely, it was from Sammy on was when they started to just gradually kind of get heavier.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and David Lee Roth is awesome too. He's more of like a rock and roll clown.
Yes.
And I think Sammy Hagar is really Guy Fieri. in disguise.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Agreed.
they definitely look alike.
I would love to get Sammy Hagar in here, man.
Yeah,
What you
he's
do,
pushing
man?
75, I think.
He looks
He's
great.
something.
He
Yeah.
looks like he's
in
like
better shape than us.
62.
It's all the tequila that he drinks.
Right. It's
It
true.
is.
Yeah, mass tequila.
Pickled.
That's the.
What'd you say?
He's pickled. He pickled himself on more than one meaning.
All right. Should we get back to the black cat? And then even Jessica said something about health class. So I don't know what that.
I don't know what you mean.
I
Sorry.
think that's a callback to talking about health class.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we.
But you said you had stories about the black cat.
I have a fear of black cats.
A fear.
Yeah.
It's not an allergic. It's a fear.
No.
You're superstitious.
I was never superstitious until this black cat story.
Okay.
So
Pull that thing a little closer to you. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
So before I moved down the block from who is now my wife, this was probably like maybe 25 years ago. I was sitting in my car with a friend of mine, and we were just bullshitting back and forth. And all of a sudden, a black cat jumps on the hood of my car.
Oh, wow.
Out of nowhere. I don't even know, like, this thing had to have just fallen out of the sky because there was nowhere for him to even jump from. And
The ground. What do you mean?
What?
He would
Or
jump
the
from the
tree.
ground or the tree. Yeah.
No, there were no trees. There was no nothing. We were parked in like a open area. So he just, boom, looked at me, hissed just this, looked me straight in the eye, and pretty much said, "I'm about to fuck your life." For 7 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Prepare yourself. Meow. And then jumped off or from wherever he came from. And my friend looked at me and he's like, "Ha ha, you're going to get 7 years bad luck now." And I was like, "Dude, you don't know what you're talking about. That's pony loaf. That's horse shit."
Is this just an intro that you're going to play Superstition now? Or what?
I won't even attempt to learn how to play that because of how superstitious I am.
But just about the cat.
Just about the cat.
Like you're not like, oh, I can't walk under a ladder or anything.
I mean, if I see a ladder and there's no reason for me to walk directly
Well, sure.
under it, I'll go the other way.
But wait a minute. So did you have? Was your life messed up after this?
Well, here's what happened. So, I was living in an apartment. Okay.
The last girl you were stalking, living near her.
Right. Yeah, living in her bush. Until she actually let me live in her bush. And okay, so we're on a Hempstead Turnpike here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I used to live in a little apartment, and that night that I went home, the night that I saw the black cat, I went home and I woke up to my landlords banging on my wall. Like, get out! The house is on fire!
Oh wow.
The house is on fire!
They weren't having a party. Just saying the roof is on fire.
No, this was like, and I'm like all like, flicking the crust out of my eyes still, like, what do you mean? And I go to grab my little fire extinguisher that's, on top of my friend. I'm like, oh, where? What? Psh, psh, I'll put it out. And they're like, no, like, get out of the house. And then all of a sudden, the flames burst through the wall. And I was still half in bed. I had a studio apartment, so everything was very small.
Yeah.
So I reached over to get the fire extinguisher. But before I could even get a hold of it, the flames burst through the wall, went onto the bed, and I'm just engulfed in my entire little apartment in my bed in flames. So I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I ran out, and I ran downstairs because it was a top level. And I ran across the street as the flames just exploded through my windows, and it was like there was a bomb in my house. And so I'm across the street in tears, like not even fathoming what the hell is going on.
Sure.
I actually think I might have a tear if anybody thought I was not any sensitive whatsoever. Every time I think of this, it makes me well up a little bit. But I watched my house literally crumble to the ground.
And what was the cause? A bomb.
The cat. Have you not heard
cat.
the story?
Yeah.
up.
You don't even hear
As
people
you're
scream.
watching this, as you're watching the fire, the cat jumps
Yeah.
out of a tree.
It was the it was the
I
cat.
told you, motherfucker.
Yeah, overnight that same cat stopped by, lit a match, and threw it onto some dry leaves in my backyard. That's what the cat
Cat's
did.
like, don't you get it, Fremder? I don't like you.
yeah. I maybe he heard the terrible joke I heard at one point, and he's
Man,
like,
you pissed off this cat something fierce.
and so
What'd you do to the cat?
Really?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe by my terrible instrument playing, he thought I was imitating what it would sound like to kill his family.
How long was this? How long was this after seeing the cat?
It was
night.
Yeah, so I saw the cat that
What?
night.
Oh, it was the same night?
And overnight, the thing that happened with the
Holy
with the
moly.
fire, yeah. And all I could think of was my guitar. You know, that's.
Yeah.
And so I ran back in. I was about to run back in my entire house and just see if I can grab it. And the police, the fire department, they were holding me back. They were like, "No, you can't." And my house is pretty much in a pile of burnt rubble.
Right.
And I have nothing.
What kind of guitar was it?
The guitar that I had at that point was a Kramer guitar,
Okay.
which was a hybrid of the Van Halen Frankenstein Strat that he
Yep.
had put together.
Wow.
That was extra special guitar. It was given to me by someone that gave me lessons
Okay.
a long time. I'm self-taught, but I took lessons for like a little bit, and for Pat, doing good in the class, he was just like, "Yeah, man, like, take that."
Wow, you must have done really good in that class.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was private lessons or whatever. So, he'd stop by for an hour a week, every other week, and we would do lessons. And he taught me actually how to not necessarily know if I couldn't read music. He was the one that transitioned me into, okay, this is giving me a problem. Let's
Right.
have you read it like this. And because of
Right.
him,
Are you sure that wasn't the cat's guitar?
See, that's what I'm thinking here.
the guitar was black.
The
It was a black guitar, yeah.
the
Like that
idea,
monkey paw story?
but see, the idea is when somebody offers you something like that, you're supposed to. No, I got it. No, it's cool. This guy, he probably offered it to every student, and everybody's like, no, I can't take your guitar. You keep it.
No,
And then Fremder said
Andrew
yes,
was
and this guy then
special.
sunk, threw his cat at him.
Then he
What-
called the cat and was like,
Right.
you got to get Fremder.
Right.
It still isn't 7 years of bad luck, because if you didn't have all that happen that day, you would have still been living in that apartment with that guitar, and now you have Jen in a new place and a better guitar.
Sally's a Hallmark card.
I am. I like to tidy things up at the end and make everything
Silver Lining
good.
Sally.
Silver lining Sally. There you go.
So that wasn't even
Cup half
the
full
crazy
salad.
part.
Oh, there's more. There's more with this cat.
Yeah, it gets deep.
Oh, what the? You're scaring me. I didn't expect
You
serious.
still get Jen at the end. So.
I didn't expect serious Fremder today.
I
This is
did.
messed
See,
up.
and that's actually why I make fun of Fremder so much. It's because he is serious. He is like I mean, there's not many people you could have like really good long conversations with, and
Thank you.
Fremder's one of them.
Yeah, I censor myself occasionally for a good chat.
All right, so tell us the next part of this.
So I'm looking at my house just in, you know what that looks like, just completely burnt to shit on the ground. And all of a sudden, and I'm in tears, just hysterical tears.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
You lost everything.
it's like with that's what my face was.
The Oprah cry.
Yeah.
The Oprah ugly cry.
And all of a sudden, I see stuff being pushed aside of this pile of rubble, which at one point was my house. And I'm like, what? And everybody's looking. And all of a sudden, you see my guitar like this through all the rubble. And it was a firefighter that had gone into my house while my house was burning down and got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy
And a
crap.
meteor came out and crashed into it and destroyed it in front of me.
Yeah, he came out.
He was a Who fan.
He came out. He's like, "You looking for this? Smashed." How's that for your bad luck?
Fuck you, Fremder.
It was the cat that actually pulled it out of the rubble and then snapped it in half.
And the firefighter was the cat.
No, that's a really nice story. I like hearing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're just having fun, but no, that is amazing.
And then so he just like all you see. All you see is just my guitar and a glove and an arm through
That's
all the rubble.
crazy.
And he climbs his way out, and he comes over, and he's like, "Here you go, dude. I got this. It's a little,
Holy
but just
crap.
just rock on, man."
And it was
Handed it to me.
and the condition was okay?
The condition was okay.
That's crazy.
Everything else ruined, destroyed, but somehow that made it through everything. And if it wasn't for that firefighter, and you know,
Was that here in the East Meadow?
it was in Levittown, I think.
We're in Levittown.
Right. So like, right.
That's why he said, "Isn't this Hempstead Turnpike?" He was like,
Yeah.
actually thinking it's close to here.
It was an apartment that I think was, remember where the Sony Theater used to be?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You know, it was like right across from that area is where my whole situation burned down. But yeah, so I had my guitar, no place to live, no nothing. And then the craziest thing is that I was working at Old Navy at the time, and there was someone that I was sort of seeing who worked at, like, remember Claire's? It's like one of those like jewelry shops.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get
okay.
like cheap jewelry and
Yeah.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
in every strip mall.
So I went to work late, incredibly late. I told my boss what happened, and he didn't believe me, and I got fired right there on the spot.
Come on.
Said to me, "Yeah, I don't believe you. You want me to believe you? Take a picture of it, and I'll put it up on my door." And
Well, that's a dick.
and yeah, just every part of me just wanted to punch a hole right through his face.
Yeah.
And I should have.
I'm with you.
You know, I lost my job. You know, what do I have to lose now?
Right.
Anyway, so I lost my job, and I go to see the one that I was seeing at the time. I walked into her store, and it was the winter. And you know how chicks wear like cute little get-ups, you know, with their hoods and their pants that say something.
Clothes?
Yeah, she was wearing. What do you say?
Repeat yourself.
Clothes?
Close.
Clothes. Yeah.
You wear clothes?
She was wearing a black sweatpants with black boots. She was wearing.
She was the cat.
She was dressing. She had a hoodie sweatshirt on that was black, with cute little cat ears on the sweatshirt, because that's how the sweatshirt came. And I'm like thinking, it's like, oh my gosh, like you look like a black fucking cat. She takes off her hood, and you know how chicks wear.
She was. Holy shit, she was.
She was.
I know this. I've seen this before. She was the cat. I got it.
She takes off her hood, and you know women wear like little pins in their hair,
Bobby pins.
but she had pins of flames in her hair. Yeah.
Oh my God, Fremder, your life is a Van Halen movie or a video.
So she was dressed up as a black cat. She took her hood off. Even her gloves were little cat mitten paws. Takes off the thing, and she had fire flames in her hair. And I told her what just happened. I was like, yo, my house just burned down. I just went into work. They just, got rid of me. And you're dressed like the black cat that I just saw the night before. And she looked at me straight in the face, and she was just like, wow, I control your life with what I wear. And at that point, I was like, you are Satan. I am done with you. I am sorry, but we will never see each other ever again. That was the last time I spoke.
Then that you were like, I think this acid is going to wear off anytime.
That, I swear to God, I was going to follow this up with what exactly were you doing with your friend in the car?
I took 4 tabs. This has got to be
Yep.
over by now.
Yeah.
And on my way out, after I was like, we're done.
You actually said that to her.
Yeah.
You said, "You're freaking me out. You did something to my life. You're the devil. I'm never going to see you again. I'm out of here."
Yeah, if my house had never burnt down,
Right.
and I had never seen that black cat, everything would have been fine, between us. But something just wasn't right, and I was just like, you're cool and all that, but we're gonna have to part ways.
Jen would have never worn that outfit or
Well,
said
right.
those
The
things.
day he met Jen,
Right.
he saw like unicorns dancing, in the sky, and
Yeah,
Which is what everyone sees when Jen walks by. She's like, I don't know, Snow White, and everyone's falling behind her and singing songs.
well, listen to you. You haven't even met this woman.
I love her. She's very. You have to look at her site. She's a really good person.
yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
You think we can get them to kiss?
Oh my God! Stop it.
I think so.
Nice.
I think so.
It's a sign that the
I definitely think so.
From just like, I think so.
So what is it? You, my wife, Jessica, right? Who else? Who else was on the Carrie, right?
Carrie, yeah, and Danielle.
Oh.
Danielle, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, that was just me.
Danielle, I'm so sorry.
I'm cold. That's what that was. It's just cold. It's cold in here.
Saliani's like, I'm calling this now. Fremder is Andy Kaufman the fuck out of everyone, he says.
This is my impression of Andrew, a friendy A. Hello.
NDA.
Wearing tennis shoes.
Hello.
Wearing tennis shoes. The doctor would never wear tennis shoes.
That's right.
Hello, I am Andrew, friendy A.
Adam Snare said this reminds him of a Living Color skit.
That's got to. I think that might be the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And then Jen's putting up a gay heart line.
And then,
Nice.
and then get this. So
There's more.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
don't know if I
more.
can handle this.
I had a friend be like, "Yo, you can come and stay with me for a while." Someone that I worked with.
Okay. Yeah.
And one day on the way home from where I was working, I got a phone call from him saying, "Hey, all your stuff was, my basement was robbed." Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he stole your shit and sold it or something, or it really got robbed? Or the girl who worked at Claire's came and stole your stuff because she's the cat.
It had nothing to do.
Cat did it.
Yeah, the cat was responsible for everything.
Should have killed that cat.
But in terms of where my stuff went, shoot, I don't know. But it was all just gone. And
Was his stuff gone too?
his stuff was gone too, yeah. So somebody got in there, and he never left his doors locked or anything like that.
How much time? All right. So you have the fire.
In the 7 years.
Well, no, it gets in the 7 years. But how long after the fire, leaving the Catwoman, and moving in with this guy? How long in between that?
That was probably within the next month.
All right. See, this is why I'm asking. You lost everything except your guitar in that fire. What did you have? What did you have in this place that get stolen?
I had like a stereo. I had speakers.
You bought all new stuff in that month?
No, they had smoke damage, and they were, they were damaged, but they were still
Stuff that was
salvageable.
salvaged, okay.
Yeah, so I had that stuff there.
Just
and
did you
just
think at this
everything.
point I'm just not meant to have anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I started thinking like
crap.
I'm like, who did I piss off in
The
life?
cat.
The cat.
Who did I? I must have told that cat a terrible joke or made a terrible comment, and he just for life is just. But anyway, so.
Oh, sorry, Joan. I think Joan is. I forgot Joan was watching. We're throwing Danielle into an orgy.
I'm just worried that this story is actually going to end with, and that was exactly 7 years ago today.
And then laser beam's going to come out of his eyes, and Sally and I are just going to burn.
Right, and I'm like, no, I'm not there. Thank God I'm not there.
Pick up my jokes now, O'Neill. And then the thrash metal music will play.
Yeah.
It's all tying. It's all coming together. I'm diving. Sally, I'm like Costanza. Remember that fire on Seinfeld? Costanza pushed the kids and the grandmother out of the way. That's me, man. This is how fast a one-legged man will run. I'm pushing you out of the way. I'm out.
So my stuff was taken, and everything went missing. And I thought to myself, maybe I should find another place to stay. I'm just having no good luck here at all whatsoever. Just life just keeps on punching me in the balls over and over again.
Some people like that.
Some people do like that, yeah.
Pay
Woogity.
extra for that.
Yeah, true.
And so I found an apartment in Lindenhurst, which is where I live now.
Okay.
Which happened to have been right down the block from where
See?
she was. She was
Yeah.
living, and she didn't know me. I didn't know her. We got to talking, and then we all made friends, and like one thing led to another.
All right,
We
so
all-
so
I
you,
think you're really cute. And she said, I think you're really cute too.
yeah,
is that how is
Stop.
yeah? Is that how it goes?
Yep.
yeah. I don't think that's how. I thought she was really cute, but that wasn't her. Maybe she thought so and just didn't say anything, or maybe she just didn't think so at all.
Are you still waiting for her to say something about that? or-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hey babe, I have a coupon for later. I have a voucher.
You like Carvel ice cream?
Carvel. You like Carvel or Mr. Softy? There'll be no Mr. Softy here tonight, baby. This is how Mr. Softy takes a shit.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, you see with that swirl, it's sticking halfway, out of the like out of the water level.
Jen,
of
help
the,
me
of
here.
The toilet. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it like this in the From Their Household all day? Jokes like that?
It is. It is. And
Is she angry a lot or?
They're they're comedians that I love. I love Sebastian Maniscalco.
Sure.
And she could watch that with me. She loves him. Other comedians like Chris D'Elia, she likes. So there are certain comedians that we watch together that we both think are funny. Then there are comedians that she won't watch because she just thinks that I like Jimmy Carr. Okay, I love Jimmy Carr. Yeah, Jimmy Carr is just one of my favorites. She hates him. She hates him
I don't even
so
know
much.
who he is.
You wouldn't want to know who he is. With one or two of his jokes, you would be making that same face that you make at me.
Really?
When I
Okay.
yeah.
Sally's got like an abstract streak that I think actually, if she gave Jimmy Carr a shot, she might. There is a shot that Sally.
There's a chance because there's been like comics that have been said to me that I wouldn't like, and then I'll watch them. I'm like,
I like.
he's pretty funny.
I love George Carlin, of course.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I love Mitch Hedberg. I love a lot of off-color. Like, I can't believe he just said that. Is that even allowed to be said?
Yeah.
Like who did I watch like a couple of weeks ago?
Anthony
Burr?
Jeselnik. Jeselnik.
Oh, sure.
Is,
And you guys mentioned Kaufman. I was not a fan of Kaufman.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
just
him
did.
either.
I didn't get it.
He was too
I
weird
didn't
for
get
me.
it. Yeah.
he
But-
was a theatrical comedian.
The Mighty Mouse thing I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Who,
But no, what last name Burr?
Bill Burr.
Yeah, like I didn't think that I would like him, and because I saw him in the
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian, and I was like,
Yeah, he was on
I've
Breaking
never.
Bad also.
I was like, I've never seen his stand up, and then
Yeah, but-
people were like, you're not gonna like him, and then so I watched like 4 Netflix specials, and he was so funny.
yeah, but this is not. The guys he's talking about are not.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
saying.
Yeah, it's completely different brand of
no.
comedy.
Okay.
I'll even Fremder. I'll suggest to you a Long Island comic that actually is in this vein of these people. It's a
Yeah.
good friend of mine.
Okay.
Is Billy Geyer. I think you would really, really like Billy Geyer.
Geyer. I know Geyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah, he's funny. He's really
He's
funny.
Right in that vein. He's that same.
Yep.
Billy Geyer is really funny, and I think Plagianos posted something like not that long ago. Something. What was the thing about the time? And he didn't even know it was like a particular day. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And it was like if you could explain Geyer, like this is Geyer.
Well, what he said was he wanted me to go to a mic with them, and I said, Tuesdays are kind of hard for me. And he goes, "Oh, it's Tuesday."
Yeah, like and so like that's him. It's like so funny. He's so sweet and like that.
Oh, he's one of the nicest guys around here. That's for sure.
He's hilarious. Yeah. I watch them all. All you guys are just are funny and hilarious.
I'm still blown away by the story I just heard. I can't even imagine living it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hell. It was definitely hell.
You have to film that, do something like.
That is like a weird, that's almost like if Pink Floyd was still around, that would be like one of their weird movies or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like it totally is like a video, like a conceptual video from 80s video production stuff.
So, all right. So, Captain Jack, I'll give you that too. He thought Locke was hysterical. Yes, and I agree. But now, Carrie says she met Bill at a bar in New Brunswick. What the fuck? Is she talking about Billy Geyer?
Bill Burr.
No way.
Oh, Bill Burr. Oh, I was thinking Billy Geyer. She met Bill Burr at a bar in New Brunswick. Wow.
That's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
Bill Burr at a bar.
In Brunswick.
It's like a Bing Crosby song.
Now we're thinking about Danielle's boobies.
all
again. Blah, blah,
day,
blah, blah,
every day. So there's your. There's your. I'm sorry, Danielle. No, I'm not.
Poor
Danielle.
I'm not. So, but yeah, I really am.
So does Jessica have a? So Jessica has a black cat, so you won't go to her house? Is that what she's talking about?
I'm slowly getting over the fear.
How long ago was that?
The black cat was probably 25 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did say that before. Okay,
But but if it wasn't for all that, you don't know what awesomeness is unless you can endure tragedy. So you don't know what good is unless you have the bad. And
There's no good pizza without bad pizza.
yeah, right, exactly. It's like New York pizza or California, pizza. One's gonna taste delicious, and the other one's cheese is just gonna slide right off your whole slice.
So if you saw that cat today, what would you do? Would you
Thank him, because
thank him or punch him?
He got
Right.
to meet
I,
Jen.
Well,
I would,
right.
I would no violence to animals, but if I saw that, I would punch him in the puss. That's what I would do. Yeah,
You would punch him in the
Punch him in the
puss.
puss.
punch him in the puss.
I got to
Yeah.
remember that. That's a good saying.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
Go
got.
get him, motherfucker. Punch him in the puss.
Yeah,
I would just be like, that was uncalled for.
yeah.
Punch him in the puss sounds like something that like an '80s toady in like an '80s movie. That, like one of the guys like yeah, punch him in the puss, Chip. While he's beating up the nerd main character.
Yeah.
It even sounds like a Saturday morning show on Nickelodeon back in the 80s.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with Punch him in the puss.
That sounds like a crazy sex move too, actually. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine what'll come up if you type in like pussy punching.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you
no,
type in
I
actually
can tell you
punch
that
him in the
it's,
puss.
it's a little disturbing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if you Andrew Plagano's just admitted to Googling that
Oh.
several times today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
Yeah.
heard.
What website would that be on? Elbow Deep?
No, actually, amazingly, puncherinthepuss.com. You know what I'm amazed at? Every time I see the commercial, that nuts.com sells nuts.
Nuts.
Right.
You mean like they actually sell nuts that you could eat? Like if I want a bowl of nuts?
Yeah. I'm amazed.
Edible
I'm
nuts.
like the porn industry did so much online before anybody else.
Right.
The last time I had a bowl of nuts, my wife questioned our marriage.
Ken Pichelle says that cat is dead and buried today.
Yeah. So.
Well, you never know, man. That was
Yeah.
some kind of weird,
Not
evil
if it-
cat.
Yeah, well,
if it was a magical cat.
And it had 18 lives, not 9.
I'm gonna find where that cat is buried, and I'm gonna dig it up, and I will punch it in the puss.
Punch it in the puss.
Yeah, just so I could bury it again for just destroying my life. But like I said, if it wasn't for all that, I wouldn't have met my beautiful
See?
wife.
All right, right. See,
that-
right. So the cat led you to your wife, and now Saliani has just called it. He said, "Punch Them in the Puss" is the name of the band that you two are going to form. So this, in my opinion, makes it all worth it. You met your wife, and you're going to form a musical brotherhood with Tim
Yes,
Saliani.
Right.
I
Is
heard
directly responsible.
Puncher in the Puss will be opening for Vagina Blood Fart and Anal Cunt.
That's the one. Is what was the first one? Angel Blood Fart?
Vagina Blood Fart.
Is that? Please tell me that's really a name of a band.
No, I was just.
Oh, you just
no.
made that up?
But it sounds
I
like
loved
it,
it.
sounds
It's a
like it
friender.
could be. Yeah.
All right. So when can we get Saliani and Friender in here?
Vagina Blood Fart. That's how they would sound. They would probably be a death metal.
Well, that's the name of that's Punch 'Em in the Puss. That's the
Yeah.
name of their first album.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. We're making history here. So
Yeah.
check out our first single, "Your House Is Kindling."
See,
it was.
now that you can laugh about it from there,
Yeah,
it's a little
yeah.
less painful.
Yeah,
not
it
not
was.
completely painless, but a little less painful.
It was a campfire for giants.
When can we?
You're the power ballad. The bitch works at Claire's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now her, you have no idea what became of that girl?
I have no idea.
No idea. You really never saw her again. Never heard anything about her.
Into the cat.
No.
How old were you during this time?
I was, let me see, that was 25 years ago, so if I'm 40, right, whatever 25 years minus 40 would be, so what is that, 30, 20,
Plajanos, come on,
5-ish?
throw it out there.
Was I
You're
25?
40, 25. That would make you 15.
25, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, so
40 minus 25
yeah,
is
so,
what?
no, I wasn't 15, I was probably, I think, like 20.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking
Okay.
you're probably getting at 20 to 25 is probably.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, 20 is right.
Yeah, because I
right.
remember moving on her block when I was like 20 to 25, I think.
Well,
Okay.
that's also when you're hanging out in random parking lots with friends. Is that age? Like when
Y-
by the time you're
Yeah,
25, you're
Yeah.
hanging out in bars.
Yeah, playing punch the pussy.
All right, so that too. When was the last time you hung out in a parking lot with a friend? I bet you never did that again.
Oh no.
That might be that dude. You're putting it all on that cat. Might be that
That's
dude.
true.
Maybe the cat was trying to warn you about your dude friend.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that guy since?
I
He
haven't
could
seen
have
him in a
stolen
while.
your stuff.
He lives. He's in Florida. He's a great friend of mine. We've been like good friends.
With
right,
your
so-
old smoky receiver, he's in Florida.
All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to get you back in here with Sallie Annie. We want to form this band. We want to see history in the making. But also,
Okay.
when you're here that day, can we get that guy on the phone? I want to hear his version of this story.
The guy on the which guy?
That was in the car with you. That saw the cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
right. You just said you're still in touch with him. He's in Florida,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. However, he's a pilot though, so he
Okay.
might not. If he's flying, he can.
Those
If
things
he's
fly
available, right.
themselves.
They fly themselves. It's
They
just
only need
sky.
to
They're
go
not.
up and
Sometimes
leave
they fly themselves.
They
Sometimes
don't even know where they're going. There's no
sometimes-
street, road
Yeah.
They
signs.
just fly around and
Yeah,
find
They
an
land where they
airport.
land.
Yeah, I don't want Kobe Bryant on my flight.
A good friend of ours is a commercial pilot. We tease him all the time. We're like, what do you do? Like, if you're on your iPad talking with us, shouldn't you be working?
Interesting things about airplanes, though. You're concerned about flying and being for this pandemic. That explained to me from him is that being in a pressurized tube in a plane is actually the safest place for you to be because the air is constantly being filtered, even though you're kind of sitting like right next to somebody or whatever. So
Sitting in a running plane, just not in the air, that would be the safest thing.
Well, once you get in the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, the plane is naturally filtering its air. Once it starts to,
Right.
get into the air, the filter starts more. But it's definitely the safest part of being, like, at the airport. Airports are.
Well, except for the things that you touch, like that's about the air. That's about the breathing.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially things that I specifically touch. Only me. Yeah, if I
Right.
touched
The
it,
ice
it
in
needs to be sanitized.
the ice in airplanes is always routinely ends up at the top of the most bacteria-laden
Yeah.
stuff
But-
tested.
Well, true. Right now, see, the thing is now, because you're talking about airplanes, I have an airplane story, but I'm like,
Oh,
but I'm
Even-
sitting there thinking to myself,
Okay.
I can never tell a story again because it'll never be as impactful as that story.
never.
I feel like I'm never even going to talk again.
Start with the cat.
All right. Well, here's my story. Again, it's going to be a letdown after Andrew's story. But in 1993, I got married for the first time, and it was my first time on a plane in 18 years. I was
Right.
going to Hawaii.
Right.
We were flying to Chicago, and then from Chicago, so it was like the 3-hour flight Chicago
For
then
vacation?
to Hawaii for honeymoon.
For a honeymoon?
Yeah.
To the island of Oiwanalea?
Exactly. Yes. Which I didn't when I was there, by the way.
It sounds like more. It was the island of Big Mistakey.
Exactly. Yes. and I was a little nervous because from Chicago to Hawaii, I think it was 11 hours or something like that. It was crazy. But we're at JFK, and actually LaGuardia, and we're sitting in the plane again. First time on a plane in 18 years. A little nervous, not too bad, but a little bit. And my left leg kept scratching. Like I kept felt a little tingle in the back of my left leg. And I'm talking, I'm not paying attention, but scratching down there like crazy. And this went on for maybe 10 minutes. Kept scratching. Finally, it dawned on me, what is going on down there? So I look, and there's a mouse. And he's just sitting on my leg.
There's a mouse.
A
Sitting,
mouse.
Just sitting there?
Oh, come on, Tony. This is so hack.
How did the mouse get
He
past
told
customs?
the story about the cat. You can't then tell a story about the mouse.
I swear to God, this is true.
If my cat was on your flight, it would have got that mouse. Problem solved.
Absolutely. Well,
You guys met.
who knows what would have happened to me after that? So I went, whoa, like that. I
Yeah.
swear to God, it's true. I went, whoa. So the thing goes flying over the chair of the lady in front of me, landed somewhere on her because she starts jumping, and then we saw the mouse. Did I see it or did my ex-wife see it? I forget now. One of us saw the mouse then hit the floor. The aisle is to my right, so to the left, is the plane.
Right.
But it landed on the floor and then took off that way, and that's it. And then they
How did it get past security?
American Airlines gave us $50 off the flight.
Did they check his bags?
Before 9/11, Fremder.
What?
9/11.
Yeah, pre 9/11. Yeah, he's right.
I'm so happy they remade Stuart Little. this one sucked.
It was a white mouse. I swear to God, it was a little white mouse. I swear to God, that's true. And my mother, if my mother's watching, she'll verify because she'll remember that story.
And then he lost his other leg.
Maybe that was.
That's how you get that story.
You know, I still had both
Yeah,
legs.
maybe
at the
that was
time.
the omen.
I had both legs. Maybe that was the beginning.
Was
Maybe
that was
God,
it sitting on the leg that got sliced off?
I think God just wanted to take any leg. I don't think it mattered. Maybe the mouse
Okay.
was starting to, gnaw the leg away.
It
Maybe.
was like God was like, the mouse didn't work. Unleash the cancer.
That's again, see, I feel like inadequate now. I can't even tell that story
It's
after
not the
this.
first time today.
Airplanes.
Wow.
Said the Rams bottom.
Yeah.
That sounds like your adult star name. Rams bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. and Mrs. Rams bottom.
All right, we're just about out of time here, but I'm dead serious. We're going to work this out with you and Saliani. You guys, I'm assuming you haven't met Saliani, right?
No, not in person.
Not in person,
but,
right.
But we talk, and he's great.
He said if the story ends up with smoke monsters, I'm out.
Well, it sort of did because my house did go up in flames.
Right.
And on that note,
Right, exactly.
Thanks a lot, Fremder. We're ending on a good note there.
on that note that I can't read because I'm dyslexic. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I gotta,
All right. With that, we're out of here. Thank you, Andrew Fremder, for hanging out with us today. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a
Thank
lot
you
of fun.
Thanks for having me.
shredding a little bit.
and to everybody
Thanks,
out there,
Andy.
thanks for making me
nice to
laugh.
meet you.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you.
all you guys are amazing. So
Well, it's really, yeah. I mean, I don't have to tell you. It's Sally and I are not that special. It's you guys that that give us
Oh,
this
you
show.
are.
That we're actually
You
we're
are.
able to
Oh,
interact
you're
with you guys
special.
and me.
when,
And
Wow.
thank you, Jen, for not killing Fremder on a regular day that he could come in
on
here.
a regular today is going to be the day.
Today's the
Today,
day.
today's the day she takes you out.
Today's my first murder mystery audition.
Mystery about it.
Yeah.
He's getting murdered.
I'm so getting murdered. Yeah, she's gonna cut off my penis and feed it to me.
She's going to do worse than that. You're going to walk into your house. She's going to be holding a black cat. I just got a new pet.
No, she
Well,
would not do that.
I'd rather her be holding a black cat than a black baby. It's a surprise. I think you might be.
And we
Well,
could have
On
ended
another note,
1 minute
I see
earlier.
on the other note,
On another note, yeah, we're tapping into racism as we're about to say goodbye.
You're
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
you're
Thanks,
not,
Plajanos.
It's almost over.
honey. You're definitely not the father. I'm so sorry.
And we almost didn't have to delete this. I just want to be able to have one video that doesn't have to be deleted.
So-
minutes
something
ago.
something about black cats though, real quick, is that I actually noticed, which is why I will be at Jessica's house. Is
How are you?
is black cats are not all black. If you get really close, they are just so brown that they just look black. So there's no such thing as a black cat. Yeah, and
Man, I gotta go. I'm leaving right now.
All right, so everybody,
No,
tune in tonight for Films on Tap at 9 o'clock. The return of Cars and Comedy with Tom Galati. Tomorrow, I believe that's 5 o'clock. Felix is on 11 a.m. on Sunday with Let's Eat Long Island. Sally and I are back here. I got to work fast. I don't think we have any guests lined up for next week yet.
Okay.
But Sally, Annie, and Fremder, we're going to work that out over the weekend. We're getting you guys back. Everybody have a great weekend. Again, thank you, sir. Andrew
you.
Fremder, that was a lot of
Thank
fun. Of
you.
course, where is he? Oh, he's right by Sally's booby. Andy Plajanos.
did she say what? Oh, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. Yep, you're in trouble.
What with like 5 A's?
With 5 A's, you know that's the end when you see the 5 A's. All right, everybody have a great weekend.